Dude, thank you for taking my random call here.
Not sure. I mean, I didn't see it before. I have Instagram basically muted all day.
Yeah.
So whenever I see something, it's just because I just opened the app. Like, I don't get notifications about Instagram.
Yeah, no worries. I cried a little bit, but I wiped my tears away. No, I'm kidding. Dude, congrats on the new skate, man. Holy cow. I mean, we've been talking about it for a while here in the digital world, but it's official as of yesterday. Your new skate, your new boot dropped. So I did want to talk a little bit about that, man. So we were speculating on a lot of people said it had like a shoe kind of gum sole vibe. And you said it sounded like the shoe, like a kind of a shoe was a inspiration for it.
I have them right here.
Right there. Oh, dude. Well, we have the real thing. So let me blow you up. Yeah. So what was the inspiration for the colorway and everything?
Wait, just a second. I just saw the comment. I'm not rolling up. I don't smoke. I bought these cinnamon candies from the States. This is like my last pack that I have.
Yeah.
We don't have these in Europe.
Also, thank you for keeping up with chat, dude. You're the goat.
I just saw that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the inspiration for the boot came like right away. I was talking to a friend who just sent me a picture of, I think it was just some random shoe. Like, it wasn't even a shoe any of us were wearing. Yeah. And it was just like that would kind of look fire on a skate. And I'm like, you know what? I think we can work with that. So I basically just tried to go for a skate that would be brighter colors, like close to a white skate, because that's all I usually skate, and do something that's like kind of like not just a white skate, like not too basic.
Yeah, this has been the year of the white skate anyway. There's been like 69 different white skates that came out this year. So
exactly. And I love white skates, but imagine if my skate would have been a white one too. Yeah. Then it would just be like you had like 50 skates to pick, and like whose is Michael's? No one can tell.
Right. No, it looks great, man. I love it. Kind of I mentioned it on the video I made originally about it. It kind of reminds me a little bit of cheesecake vibes.
Yeah, so many people said the cheesecake thing about it. Yeah,
bro, I love it. So, dude, it said that it has a new what is it? Complete features
liner?
An upgraded sole plate that provides smooth control. So, does it have a different sole plate from the other one, or is it just the updated like kind of V2 sole plate?
I gotta be honest with you. I'm still skating the very first sample. Like, there's a few things that have changed since then.
Thank you, Pedro, for subscribing.
I'm very sure it's still the V2 sole plate. Mm-hmm. Even though we did talk about like making the sole plate slightly harder again, so it would slide better. But then again, like, I'm all about just prepping spots like crazy before I skate them. So I never really felt big differences between skate materials. I'm like the anti-geek when it comes to that.
Yeah, I love it. I do want to talk about the prime liner a little bit if we can. I don't know that there's been another sway that's come out with a prime liner. I was talking about this earlier. I don't think there was. So what was the decision to go with the prime?
Just initially the prime liner had like a good basis from wait a second, I have the regular one here too. There's just one thing. So I always skated intuition liners before, and Eugen basically told me like the prime liner is gonna be like the power slide answer to intuitions. Gonna be slightly less pricey, gonna deal with similar materials and all that. And they gave me the first one, and I think it's actually in the Mesmers too. I think it was in the Mesmers, right? They had the prime liner in there too, I think.
Yeah.
And the thing I had right away was the tongue, where I'm like, all right, is it a skate? Is it a shin guard? I have no idea.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I need a lower tongue, and like one that is like more flexible like that than this one, because the Intuition V2 liner had that perfectly, in my opinion, and then the premium liner actually was like they one-upped themselves with that one. I'm like, all right, if we want to do a answer to the Intuition liners, we have to make some upgrades to this. Mm-hmm. And first of all, I don't like having like so much resistance on the shin. I'd rather work with my toes when I'm doing like basically anything. Like when you can specifically tell when you do toe rolls or toe presses, like you need a lot in your toes. And when you have a liner like this, it goes more into the shin. I'm like not that precise with that, and it just feels kind of off. I guess it's all also tied to how you learn things, but that was just kind of my experience. And also with the materials on the inside, I wasn't fully happy with that, so we changed that to basically the same as Intuitions have. We did make the tongue lower like that, and it's like not that thick anymore.
Do you mind if
It's
we get
like
a full?
still-
Do you mind if we get like a full side profile of it and kind of give us the little, just so we can get a full look at it?
You can,
just the liner.
but also keep in mind that this liner is. I removed that second skin from it because I'm basically always downsizing.
I
So,
gotcha.
like, there should be the second skin around that too,
Right.
and as well as the shock absorber down here.
That second skin, is that Velcro affixed, or is you can just?
It is Velcro fixed, and also there's holes here to like fully keep it in place.
I gotcha.
There's nothing bad to say about it. It's just like anytime any liner had a second skin, I would remove it.
I gotcha.
Like,
yeah.
That was with any Intuition liner. That was with this one. That was with the second skin. Yeah.
No, it looks good, man. It looks really good.
I did this for like almost the whole month, like except for when I was doing trips before New York or when I was like filming vlogs or stuff.
I gotcha.
So just street skating.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And so still on the Diri Daris. Yeah.
Yes. That's also the reason why the skate's gonna be boot only.
Yeah.
I'm still skating these and not gonna change that anytime soon. And the thing is, if I wanted to change it, I would probably switch back to Create, which I skated before that. So I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to have that like that freedom of choosing my frames.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's my current setup right here. You can see it's kind of worn down. You also see that this is the first example because it still has the bolt here, which was originally the same color as the boot. So that's why I painted it to see how it's going to look. And yeah, changed that. And as soon as I painted it white, I was like, all right, we're gonna go white on the cuff bolt. And after thinking it through a bit more, I said riveted cuff because it's just, I wouldn't see a reason to change the cuff. Especially because it has the logo on the back. This is like the only indicator that this is my skate.
Yeah.
You're not gonna take this off. I'm telling
You're not getting rid of it.
You cannot get rid of that.
Yeah. I love it,
I'm
dude.
sure people can still modify it if they want to.
Yeah.
But I think the majority of people that would skate it like this.
Yeah.
And if you do that, it will never fall off.
Which is, it's like, it's pros and cons. Everything's pros and cons.
Of course.
It's give and take.
You have to kind of like, yeah, the white frame. I wish I could have skated white frame, or like the whole Create line that they put out right now is just,
isn't it dope? That
would fit absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think they're gonna do white Diridaris anytime soon. I always annoy him about this, but I hope he'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, but. I was actually cool with the black frame. It's all right.
Yeah, I dig it. These are the I think these are the Moonshine like baked beans wheels. We were just having some fun on.
No. Already cool to see potential setups with that.
Yeah, we actually, before we tried calling you, we were gonna go in again and rework it. I do want to talk about the buckle a little bit. Is this piece right here, is that like a removable slider or replaceable slider?
That is basically just let me pick that up real quick. That is basically just the fixed part of the
let me oh god, my cursor is all over the place
of the buckle.
Here, let me blow you up real quick. There we go. Okay.
That is just right here to like keep everything in place. Like this is I think it's aluminum. It's definitely metal. And like you pop this one in like that, and like it stays in place. There's no room up or down, and you have like an actual support from below here. So whenever you like try a 360 macchio, for example, and miss on a ledge, this one holds is there with you.
Yeah, I don't know why that I just connected the dots. That gives it a whole lot more structural like integrity for like bending like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like the up and down is not gonna happen. And also like it keeps it just in place like that. No chance of like it popping up like randomly during a session.
Dave said baked beans. It was blunt wraps. Oh, I thought Moonshine made some like baked bean. They came in like a beans. Oh, whatever. I'm totally wrong as usual.
Baked beans.
Dude, any other fun little anything we need to know about your skate? Any word on pricing either? I don't know if you're gonna talk about that yet, or?
You mean pricing as in how much I am gonna get paid, or how
Oh
much
well, shit. Let's talk about
you'll
that
have to
too.
pay
Yeah.
for me in order for me to get paid?
I don't want to be too nosy, but I mean, I was just asking about how much they should go to market at. But if you want to talk royalties, shit, man, I'm all ears too.
I don't know what the price is gonna be. I mean, of course, like every other product, they have gone up in price probably. I don't think too much though. I think it's still one of the cheaper skates on the market.
Yeah.
Royalties, as much as I know, is unchanged, as in $10 if it's sold over a shop and 30 if it's sold directly over USD. So
you said 10 through a third party shop?
10 if it's bought at any shop, and 30 if it's directly from the USD or Powerslide page.
Okay, got it. Yeah, wow. Okay, that's significant.
That looks good.
Huh?
That looks good, I think. That's
Yeah, no, that's great. That's great. Especially, I mean, $30 for direct, man, that's great. Yeah, anything else that we need to know about your skate before we see them all over the place? Any other fun little facts? Any other, like, hey, stories from, like, developing them or testing them or anything like that?
It all happened pretty easily, actually. So the thing is, I found out that this was going to happen about like a year ago, like maybe 13-14 months ago, when they said like, yeah, we're going to put you on the pro team in 2023 and we're going to do a pro skate right away. That was kind of a thing that was hard to grasp. Whenever I found that out, I was kind of like obviously on a high, but then also falling down in low. And I talked to Ryan Parker about that a lot, which is from that point on, it became significantly harder to like get along with the clips I would film, and I would like dislike more of my own stuff, question more of it, and all that.
Right.
And that kind of like dragged through the summer more or less, but eventually it worked out well, I think. So it was the whole winter break that you kind of have to take around here because it's just way too cold.
Right.
Gave me a good amount of time to just reflect on everything, and started out this year with a more positive outlook on it, and like more just appreciating things. So that's why whenever people ask me about like the process of the skate, or like how it is to be like active pro right now and stuff like that, I'm just like, there's nothing that I can complain about right now. Like I'm just, I don't want to say living the dream, that is like way too tacky, but I am like fully enjoying it, like just every possibility that came up with it. And there is actually a specific reason why why we showed the skates right now, because the skates are actually just going to be out in October, and originally it was said that New York, so like end of August, would be too early to showcase the skates, and that was kind of the only time I pushed in that direction, where I'm like, all right, no, I'm gonna show them at in New York. Like I don't care, actually.
Nice, bro.
If you don't want that, I was actually hitting up, like I was asking my friends from around here if they had pictures and want to do like some sneaky leaks on their Instagram.
Yeah.
So like someone put them out there, and like, now it happened, I can bring it to New York, right?
Right.
But it worked out with like regular communication as well. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna bring them, and we can do the press release right after. I don't know, we can show the skate there, but I definitely want to skate the skates in New York, because I don't know, I couldn't see a better timing. And now, especially that Blading Cup is not around, why not show the skate right here, where there's a lot of people around, and like there's a lot of media coverage too, like so many people recording for Instagram, for YouTube, whatever. So
Yeah, I love that. Take your destiny into your own hands. I like that, dude.
Yes,
I love it.
And now there's also finally the whole thing of switching skates back and forth. That's kind of gone. So whenever I want to do a video like that, or like I don't have to be very precise about like just Instagram stories and stuff, where I'm like, oh no, could you take that down because you can see my skates in the background and stuff.
Right. It has to be stressful, like trying to.
There was this one leak. There was this picture online from a story a friend of mine posted, I think like a month after I got the skate, and it wasn't even a trick. Like I just rolled in front of the camera, basically.
No. Yeah.
And he posted it on his Instagram like, dude, no, what are you doing? Just take it down, please. by the time he took it down, someone already took a screenshot in some forum.
Of course, yeah.
So they never made it to Instagram like that, but there were pictures online for like 2 or 3 months already.
Right, right. Oh man, I was gonna ask you one other.
Take your time.
What was it? So I guess
I'm seeing a comment right here. Sorry.
Oh yeah, send it.
Saw this. All right, you go.
Oh no, me? No, you go ahead.
Oh, I just saw the comment here on. I don't know if you asked, but Michael also does wizard skating. Will he use his new boot just for aggressive, or will it be his boot for everything? That's interesting. And there's no specific answer to it because I guess in the long run, it's probably just gonna be my aggressive boot. But all right, I'm gonna show you this. I didn't prepare my wizard setup because I didn't know this was gonna happen. But I have this is usually the boot I'm doing wizard skating with.
Right.
And what I did want to do for a long time is just put in my liner like that. And have this as my wizard setup. This is probably what I'm gonna go with.
Yeah.
It's like the bright liner.
Oh, with the ratchet strap, yeah.
And then you got the PR80s underneath there. And I'm actually very much looking forward to do some wizard skating in that kind of setup. So
yeah.
Probably gonna do some different kind of promotion video with that. So like not just my skate, but maybe just the liner and stuff.
That's what I was going to ask you. The real important question is when are we going to see the promo?
I am guessing with the release of the skate. So
today. So it's coming out later today.
with the official release of the skate into the shops. I wanna kind of wrap this project up by now, but I don't know. Like there's every other day I have a trick in mind where I'm like, all right, I could film this again too, or like I could try this and that. And I have like a couple of clips stacked right now, but I don't have like music in mind yet to put it all together. I have a couple of songs that I saved especially, but they don't really fit. So right now I'm just kind of usually it's like as soon as I have a song that I just instantly feel like is right, I'm just going for it.
Yeah.
And whenever I have the time during editing phase to add a clip, I'll just do that. If it happens, it happens. But otherwise, I don't want to say soon. That's kind of lame. I was aiming towards a month, maybe like beginning of October.
Yeah. That
would kind of be it. And yeah, the thing is, so I'm going to Amsterdam in 2 days for a week to film with Kevin for his new Plastic Pushers part. So every time I'm somewhere else, I can't really actively film for my project. So that's kind of like a good and a bad thing. I'm excited to be in Amsterdam and filming for a different project. Like just be out there just as much as I enjoyed being in New York and Philly. But at the same time, I cannot focus on my projects right here, which I think will probably just with the stuff I have, I'd probably be fine. I don't know if I'm actually going to add anything. It's just the music. I hate looking for music for a video. It's the worst. Let me tell you that was
it is to me just I mean I know it's different like if you're putting out a real video like you are, but like often the most stressful part of making videos is like just picking the song because that sets the tone for the whole thing.
Exactly. Like I saw a couple of songs that I'm like, yeah, that would be cool. But also if I would use that, the whole vibe would go from like, I have a couple of clips where I'm like, I really just want the vibe to be just kind of casual, but a bit more than casual because it shouldn't be like a chill montage video. It's a promo for my skate, so I kind of want to go from like I can't even explain it. How am I gonna find a song that I can't even explain? Then I see some songs that are like alternative music. I'm like, this would go nice. It's very dynamic. You can like cut nicely to it, but then also it would set the tone to a more not dramatic, but kind of like, I don't know, just something that I think doesn't fit the skating too much. I'm just trying not to put myself under any pressure with that. So I find the best music whenever I'm not looking actively looking for it. Someone else plays something. I'm like, all right, this sounds good, and I take it over from there, or I just like shuffle through SoundCloud or sometimes even through YouTube music suggestions. Sometimes they're weird, but sometimes they just lead up to something.
Sure. And to me, it's always like a black cloud. When you know it's the one, it's like, cool, the search is over. Thank God. Now we can just now we can just move on.
And then the editing works so well too. Like at that point, you're just going, right? And then you hear a certain phase of a song, and you're like, all right, this trick fits right in. Haven't had that yet.
Yeah.
With this one,
just makes life better. So roughly, we're not going to hold you to it, but so roughly a month, maybe roughly beginning of October. We won't hold you to it though.
Yeah, please don't. I don't know. So I'm like, getting back home. 10th of September. I also have to work, so yeah, I'm gonna try to maybe catch 1 or 2 more clips and then wrap this thing up.
Speaking of clips, Mike.
Yes.
I had to watch this like 14 times on stream. True KG on the car.
Yeah,
bro, that's I almost said outsane. That's outrageous and insane. True KG, and I remember from a different angle, you can see your face and like the look of like, I don't know, a combination of like excitement and relief and like, oh my god, that's crazy. Talk to us about the trick.
It's funny that you said that, because that was the thing that I noticed right away too. Like, I locked the trick, and as I was like grinding towards the end and jumping off, you could see like it's pretty cool that you saw this too. Like I was just, I don't know if I was surprised that it worked first try, or if I was just like
first tee. Yeah. Oh,
I was very excited about that. I'm like, oh my god, it is happening now. Just landed.
Oh, you can.
It doesn't matter how.
Oh my god.
Just landed and rolled away from it, and then
my stream deck isn't working very well. But for our viewers, if you zoom in or if you look closely, you can see just like you were saying, your face. You can see like, I can't believe that worked. Holy shit. I love it, dude.
Someone actually caught the angle that I posted that on Instagram too in the last slideshow post that I made. Someone had the angle.
That's where I saw it.
From where I was rolling towards after I landed. And you could see my actual my expression after that. And
that's where I saw that. Dude, yeah, holy shit, man. So what was
and excitement?
Are you so I mean, what was your thought process leading up to the KG? Were you just like, I need to throw this? I need to throw something big? What was the thought process?
I don't know. I don't think that I thought too much in the whole process. The spot itself reminded me a lot of a spot that I used to skate a lot in my old home park. So it's basically just a bank to rail setup.
Right.
And after like a couple of tricks, I got kind of comfortable with it. I'm like, all right, you know what? I think I can throw that true top horn. And basically, I knew I could. Like that one was more calculated than anything.
Yeah.
So I'm like, the thing about this is, if you're getting comfortable with this spot, like you have mad time to spot your trick. Like,
right.
Basically, from the jump off, you can spot the rail at all times.
Yeah.
So, and the TTP just, I don't know. I've been doing TTPs for a long time, so that worked out fine.
Yeah.
And I had this like whenever I was trying to learn the 270 front rail like that way, I would do TTPs first and then 2 kgs after.
Yeah. So
I used to like repeat those 2 tricks back to back a lot, and I'm like, you know what? Oh, I actually remember now. That was one specific thing about it. Yes, I did land a trick before the true KG. I don't know which one it was. I landed that one. And I rolled back and I was thinking, should I just like call it at this one? Because I just landed a couple of tricks. I did not fall once and I'm happy about it. You know, like what should I do about it? And then as I rolled back, they said, all right, last tricks. I'm like, no, I am not gonna say like, yeah, this was my last trick. I'm gonna be out now, because I was actually feeling good at that point. I'm like, you know what? Let's just go, you know. I guess there was something about this. Like usually I don't get like drawn into the whole competition format like that, but this was just, I think I saw the video you did with Austin before, and I could not agree more. Like the whole thing, the whole scenery, the vibe, it was unmatched by any other competition. Like I've never experienced this before. It's like you could compare it to Winter Clash with the whole like last spot feeling,
right? But
just in a more street skating style. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, we're still in a park, but the whole, you know, the car just gave you a totally different look on it too.
Yeah, definitely. Any other kind of favorite moments from the invitational here?
Wow, so many to pick from, probably. So
I know it's an unfair question, but
It is hard to pick. Like I'm watching the video that you play that you're playing like as I'm talking to you,
Right.
and like there's so many moments of it, and sometimes it's hard for me to put them all together right away. So I'm really happy for people that capture stuff like this
Right.
so well, and also the pictures that come along with the whole thing. I saw a picture of me rolling away from that coping box, Yandy right next to the box, and I think Eugen grinding the box at the same time. Like this was one photo, and I remember I know that like especially Yandy and I were doing some back-to-back tricks, and it was so much fun. I don't know if Eugen joined in at that one too, but just in general, like the whole playing around before the comp starts is usually like my favorite part of any comp, and then because that's also where I'm like actively engaging with my surrounding. And as soon as I'm like skating, when I'm competing, I'm just skating, nothing else. Like I have my tricks in mind. I want to do certain things. I'm trying to be aware of what's happening around, but I'm like not interacting with people at all. So
Just in the zone.
yes, so I like the dynamic of that. So like being in the zone just for these 5 minutes, and then you're back to just like watching other people skate, or I don't know, skating something else maybe, or just hanging out, like whatever.
I got you.
There's no rules to it's like
Yeah.
it couldn't be better, honestly. Like
Yeah.
just having like these couple of very intense moments where you're like fully focused and like right there in skating, and then afterwards you just at this big gathering of people that just all enjoy doing the sport, and then you have like so many people there that are like people that I always looked up to, and I still do. So somewhat unreal being like skating along with these people too.
Yeah. You're there with some of the icons for sure. That's a fact.
Exactly. And that's also like one of the things where I'm like, all right, this is something I never want to take for granted. That's something that came along with the whole process of turning pro and like getting the pro skate, where I'm like, this should not change any of that. So even though I get to like skate with people that I look up to more frequently now, I don't want to take any of this for granted, or like, yeah.
I got you. Yeah, no, I love that. I love that mentality. Yeah.
I mean, that was like the thing that I was looking forward to the most when I was at comps as a kid too. Like, and yeah, just obviously there's a different outlook on the whole thing now. You're more involved. You're like just more actively there now, but there's still something about it. Like when you see someone skate that you like basically studied all their videos from,
Right.
And especially when I'm going to the East Coast, that goes for so many people. I'm like, all right, that's kind of crazy. We're skating together right now, and that's just the sheer fact that all right. I'm gonna give you one example that was unreal to me, like the latest one that happened. That was after New York, I went back to Philly because I stayed with Ryan Parker, who lives there right now. And the day after I got back, we went to Payne Skate Park, the one with the perfect flat rail that you saw in all the Kelso videos. And we met up with Dave Payne there. I'm just like, holy shit, this is happening right now, right? Yeah. So Dave Payne shows up to the skate park fully equipped, and he just says like, yeah, Michael, you've been on my list for a long time. I'm happy that we get to film along. It's like, is this really happening right now? Like, is Dave Payne honestly excited to film this guy?
Yeah, like,
all right, like, thank you, I guess. Have my tears coming down like one side, taking it all in like that.
Like, is this real? Where's the camera that? See, that's amazing, man. And it's totally deserved. I love how humble you are, dude. You're just a great person, a great skater. Your style is extraordinary. I know don't
judge too soon. We haven't met in person yet. I could be a shit person.
That's true. And I God knows I probably am. So who knows, man? We'll figure that out maybe at Winter Clash.
We will definitely find that out sooner than later. I tell you that.
Yeah, for sure, man. Listen, I don't want to take up all your time. What time is it over there?
9:30.
Yeah, okay, not too bad. But listen,
it's actually pretty good.
What's pretty good? The time?
The time, yeah. I've been trying to adjust to jet lag anyway, so I'm not going to sleep before 1 a.m. probably.
I gotcha. Yeah, I gotcha. How long have you been back now?
This is my 3rd day now.
Yeah, cool.
Like, yeah, first day when I got back, I was like all over the place, and I'm slowly adjusting to it, but yeah, it's all good. I had worse jet lag before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whenever I go back from the West Coast, it's terrible.
Yeah. Dude, cool. Well, thank you for talking to us about your skate, a little bit about the Invitational. Is there anything else you want to cover before we maybe any plugs, any shout outs, anything like that?
If I would go into the shout out thing, that would take way too long.
Sure.
But
sure.
I'll probably make a list for next time I hop on and just like read everything off the list, so it will be faster. But well, yeah, thank you for doing the things you do, man. It's always excited to hop on every now and then.
You're always welcome, man. You're always welcome, and thank you so much for putting up with my random calls and stuff like that. So,
not sure.
Okay, well, dude. Actually, last question. What's next on the agenda for? Actually, you said was it tomorrow? Amsterdam? 2 days?
In 2 days, yeah.
2 days. Okay, so Amsterdam.
So Amsterdam for a week, and after that, I think I am pretty much done for the year. I was thinking about there's the Frankie Morales thing happening, but I'm not sure. So I wanted to lay low on the whole traveling schedule for this year, so I could actually fully enjoy being around here, skating here, and just like doing regular life here. But whatever happens, happens. If it would come up somehow, and I mean, I've been on more spontaneous trips than that, I would definitely be excited to be there, but otherwise it's probably gonna be chill local for the rest of this
It's good to be home for a little while, get back in the rhythm and everything. So
oh yeah,
all right, brother. Well, hey, I'm gonna link to everything down below, especially once the skate actually officially drops. I'll throw the link down in the description below and everywhere you can follow Mike. Dude, Mike, congrats again on the skate. Thank you for coming on. And dude, you're always welcome on here. Hope to talk to you soon.
Sure, we'll do.
All right, brother.
All right.
Have a good one.
Peace.
Michael Witzemann, ladies and gentlemen, the people's champ. Thank you, Mike, for coming on, dude. Really do appreciate it. Again, yeah, brand new pro skate, brand new pro boot from USD, the USD Sway. Super pumped on it. So, like I said, I'll drop everything that we talked about down in chat. And thank you, Rollerblading. The video we were watching in chat, the video we were watching during this kind of little discussion was Rollerblading's NYC Invitational video. So I'm going to link to that down below too. You go subscribe to Rollerblading. Outstanding content. You owe it to yourself to follow him. So, Rollerbladers, if you enjoyed this discussion with Michael Witzemann, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel. I'll see you on the next video. Take care.